Hello and welcome. You're now being recorded. Tonight we want to go over convention, right? There was so much exciting information that we received during convention. We want to be able to pull you guys into that excitement with us, give you a little bit of feedback on what convention's like and the new products that are coming out. So that is the purpose of tonight. We want to interact with you, answer any questions that you have. We actually have a ton of leaders here with us tonight that were at conference, and they're going to each talk about different products. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to kind of go through this together, and I'll have them introduce themselves along the way. I'm going to unmute the people that are going to be talking. So you guys, I'm going to unmute you so we will be able to. Okay. You are background noise. Okay, I lied. I'm muting you all because there's dogs barking. I don't know whose dog that is. I'm muting you all back. Tracy. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. Let me figure out how to shrink you. 1 second here. Let's do this. 1 second, share screen. Okay, you guys should all be able to see my screen now. And this is just going to be a little bit of a PowerPoint because there's a lot of information. I highly recommend you grab a pen because it's a little bit overwhelming. And so you can kind of just take some notes as we go along. But the PowerPoint will also help you in case you have a cell phone or something and you want to be able to take a picture. So as we go along here, we'll do each product, but I want to show you guys a couple things really quick. All right, first of all, let's find out who these gorgeous ladies are, right? So I'm going to unmute some of them. Let's start with Tracy. Tracy, I'm going to unmute you. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm sorry about the dogs.
Tracy, where are you from?
I'm in Riverside, California.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Next we have Nicole. Let me unmute Nicole. Go ahead, Nicole.
Hi there. It's me. I live in Temecula.
California, right?
Yes.
And then we have Renee here.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
Renee.
originally from Omaha, Nebraska, but right now I'm actually in Bryan's Head, Utah on vacation.
Shout out to Renee for being with us here while she's on vacation. All right, Rachel, you're up.
My name is Rachel Malpe. I'm in Apple Valley, California.
Thank you. And I don't see Deborah unless she's listed under an iPhone, but I cannot. Oh, there she is. Hi, Deborah. You're in
Hey there. How can I get my video?
I can see you.
Okay, perfect. I'm Debbie, and I'm from Riverside.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. The leaders, you guys are unmuted, so we will be able to hear you if you need to mute yourself bottom left-hand corner, okay? So what is convention, right? Photos speak 1,000 words, right? A lot better than we could ever possibly explain it to you. So we put together this fun little video that we're going to play real quick. kind of fun. It's so hard to explain to you guys what convention is, right? I mean, there's so much that happens and friendships that are formed and experiences that we get to have that it's just kind of fun to get to see it in action. But I would love for the gals each in maybe a couple sentences to describe, if you had somebody that was blind and they couldn't see this, how would you describe convention to them? Maybe you guys could go in order of how we introduced you. Tracy? Tracy, are you there? We can't hear you. We'll skip on to Nikki. Nikki, can you hear us? Nope. How about Renee? Anyone? Renee, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Try again, Renee.
Okay.
Okay, that was Renee.
Yeah. Oh, you just have to experience convention to truly get a sense of what it is. It's rejuvenating. It's coming together and meeting friends who have the same passion as you. And it's just, it can be overwhelming, but it's a lot to take in, a lot of information. And when you see firsthand all these people that have the same passion and desire that you do for these oils and you want to help people, it's really amazing.
Yeah, amen. Thanks, Renee. Tracy, how about now? Can we hear you now?
Yes, I think so. Can you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So convention, if you were blind, a lot of people and the smells. Okay, I'll talk about the smell of convention. There was a vendor there making some kind of sweet popcorn smelling caramel, and that smell went out throughout the whole convention. So the whole week we're like, oh my gosh, that sugar smells so good. So that was fun. And of course, Debbie and I, we succumbed to trying some of that because you just couldn't go all weekend without having some of it. So I think we had cashews with this sugar substance on it, which was really yummy and kept us awake during some of the science, right?
Yeah, aroma's pretty powerful.
Right?
Rachel, how would you describe convention?
Massive, kind of same as Renee. It was kind of overwhelming at first, but then I don't think you really see the gravity of it until the second and third day, and then that's when everything starts to hit home.
Yeah, that's true. Debbie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. How would you describe?
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you. How would you describe?
Okay. Okay. Okay, for me, it was very enlightening because I realized what a big heart doTERRA has with all the different charitable contributions from cancer to child trafficking. It really made me proud to work for them or work with them.
So very true. If you guys don't know, we support a lot of charities around the world, specifically in the areas of human welfare. So like Debbie mentioned, sex trafficking around the globe. We support a lot of what's called Days for Girls, where we actually make sanitary packs for these girls that in third world countries don't actually understand their cycle and how that works. And so we do some education on that. That's really, really amazing to be part of that. Nicole.
So I thought it was amazing. There was so much to take in. It basically, I almost think of it as a rainbow where it starts from one color to the end, where you have science, you have emotion, you have fun. And the theme this year was dream, and it literally, to me, just it touched my heart, it touched my soul to where it made me realize that even though some people are successful, they still don't dream. And so that I think for me is just teaching people how to dream and understanding that you can reach that dream. So, I mean, there was science, there was just what I said, the showcase was amazing. It was all hands-on. So I highly recommend everyone go to the convention.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. So I put together some photos really quick of what the showcase is. Nikki, since you were talking about it, maybe you could describe what's happening in these pictures. Can you see them on my screen?
Yeah. So basically, it's a huge hall, and every single oil that we have, face products, aroma touch, we were able to do aroma hand touch. It had a kids area where it talked about all the different kids oils, the new mixes. It also had an area where the middle picture, it kind of showed. Do you guys hear me twice?
It's a little echoey, but we only hear you once.
Okay. The middle picture, it just basically showed how the tree or the products were harvested. So it kind of made you feel that you were there. So, and then the roses, basically all of those roses is what it takes to fill one bottle. So it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a hands-on Disneyland basically for oils. So you can actually go inside the different exhibits and experience them. That green dome right there, you could go inside, and they played a movie that went all the way around you. So you're just sitting in the middle, and it's above and on the sides of you. It's really cool. And then this is some random kids. I took their picture. I stole somebody else's children, but they were picking up those little things. It was very interactive. You'll see here in these photos, it's a massive, basically oil Disneyland, right? So we've got a girl up here in the deep blue ball pit, and then you've got these areas where you can get in and kind of play and forget that you're an adult for a day, which is a lot of fun. All right, let's get into the new products. Drum roll, right? Okay, so these are the brand new products for 2018. We are going to summarize 3 days worth of information into the next 30 minutes. So it'll just be kind of an overview. And the first one we're going to do is the body mist. Nicole's going to talk about the amazing body mist and what's in it and what you do with it. Take it away, Nicole.
Okay, so the body mist is probably one of my favorites. It has a blend called Beautiful that I believe they released that last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago. But it's by far my favorite scent. So basically what it has is it's lime, sunflower, it's just citrus, frankincense, bergamot. And it's basically a lotion spray that you spray on your body, and it kind of radiates your skin. So I have kind of a funny story. So last night, my kit was upstairs, and my 13-year-old, he's a boy, but he loves oil. So he was so excited. He was going through my kit, and he sprayed this on one of his arms and rubbed it in. And then he comes down and he's like, "Oh my gosh, my arm is so shiny." And he's like, do you know which one is more shinier than the other? And so it was just really funny. But I absolutely love this. It's going to hydrate your skin. It doesn't make you feel oily. So I just highly recommend it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it smells pretty unbelievable. I think this is going to be one of my new favorites. You get out of the shower and you can just spray yourself down as a perfume alternative. Chemical free, of course. It's amazing. Okay, next we have the deodorant. This one is going to be done by Rachel. Tell us about it, Rachel. Rachel might be muted. Let me check. How about now? My computer keeps muting.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So I'm super stoked about the new deodorant, basically because I've always had issues with super sweaty armpits. And I've tried a whole bunch of deodorants and nothing ever works. And I've tried like natural deodorants. And there is a 30-day detox period. I don't know if anybody knows that, where it gets worse before it gets better. And I tried doTERRA's old deodorant and it didn't really do anything. So then I went over to Native and I didn't react very well to Native. So when they said that they were coming out with a new deodorant, I was super, super, super duper happy. They have 3 different versions of it. They have the Balance, and then they have the Citrus Bliss, and then they're going to have a baking soda free for sensitive skin. It has different oils in it. It has the frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus. It's aluminum, paraben, phthalate, and talc free. And I use it today. So far, so good, and super happy about it.
Can we get the sniff test? I mean, can you show us on camera?
Okay, so here it is. See? All good.
That's great. I love it. They play this cute video. So if you guys don't know, we have sales ranks, right? And the balloon presidential diamonds are the upper sales ranks. And so they actually sent them this product. A lot of times they'll send them the new products to try before the rest of us get to see them. And they played this adorable video where they were like running and sweating and like nasty armpits. And then they came back and they were showing us. It was really cute.
Loved it.
Okay. We're going to go into something special, but I'm going to play this video really quick.
Sorry I'm late, guys. I came as quick as I could. Did you shut the door? Yeah, sure. Thanks for coming, everyone. Now remember, what we're talking about here is top secret. Wait. We can't take any chances that someone could be listening. Good thinking. Okay. You all know why we're here. We've got to do something about our moms. They're just holding all the oils for themselves. We should see my mom's closet. My mom always gives them out to the neighbors. Mine keeps them in a special drawer for the fingerprint scanner. And mine's always giving them to my dad to try out. But me, no. 0. Me too. Hunger protects me from the bugs here. After kickball, my muscles are sore, so deep blue would be amazing. Sometimes I just need a little bit of me time and relaxation. It's like they don't even want us to have the full joy out of our life. Right. So it's time to take a stand. Over at you, dear. Alright. Here's the plan. Scooter, you cut the files. Macy, you're around in there. Yeah, sorry. Oh my gosh, my mom's coming too. Hey, Mom! Well, it's nice to see you all finally hanging out off the electronics. And a girl. We're kind of in the middle of something. Okay, I'm sorry. I brought you a little gift. I'll get it from you later. No. Show your friends. They'll probably like it too. Are you serious? This is so cool. Well, you love it. All right. Dinner will be at 6. And put that torch away when you're done with it, okay? Okay, no. Moms always know. I'm so glad. I'm only saying. I've never tased anyone before.
Is that not the cutest thing ever? So freaking cute. So adorable. Okay, so we have Tracy to talk to us about the kids blends. Take it away. you hear us, Tracy? How about now?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Hi. Okay, I'm going to move this down a little bit because I want to show you this absolutely adorable little carry bag that can be attached to a backpack. I already have my 15-year-old, Selena, is already saying these are her oils. And today she helped me open up the kit and smell everything. So it's got this cute little zipper. I love the color of it. See how cute that is? And as you open it, it's got a cute little bag like this on the one side. And then it's got this side to put all the oils. 6 oils. I am so excited about this. Empowering kids to take care of their health is exciting. They come like this. They've got little holders so they can be attached to the backpack just if you want to take one of them to school. And this particular blend, well, all of them have these plastic covers and hooks on them when you buy the kit, and they come with these little cards that are kid friendly and speak to the kids. So for example, Steady is a grounding blend, and it has on it a little heart. So that's for emotions. And the kids will know, okay, it's got a heart, so this is for my emotions. So Steady is all about anxiety. And on the card, on the back of the card, it says, for those times when you feel nervous or anxious, rub Steady on your neck and wrists to calm and comfort your emotions. Is that amazing? I love it. So these are totally safe, very diluted for children. And this one, I even put some on because I was feeling a little bit anxious about being on this call and having my face show. Hi. Anyway, smells amazing. The oils that it has in it, let me see here. Steady. It's got fractionated coconut oil, amarice, balsam fir, coriander, and magnolia. So it smells delicious. The next one that they have in the heart realm is Brave. And that's got an orange. And I love that the caps go with the color on the bottle. So little kids can match these. And again, it is a heart one to give you courage blend. And let me look at my notes here. So courage reduces anxiety feelings, cleanses the emotions and uplifts the mood, gives you strength and helps you to overcome obstacles and challenges. So how fun is that? It's got an encouraging, positive, can-do feelings. So I love that. If kids are going to do a play or going to play in a game and they're having some anxiety, this is a really good one to use. And then we've got the next one would be In the Mind. In the Mind, okay, the brain. So we've got the purple, which is the restful blend, and it's called Calmer. So obviously this one's kind of, purple meaning like lavender type. And for nighttime, you could put on the bottom of your feet, your wrists, climb into bed, and let your mind rest. So that's the Sleepy Time blend. Love that. And then the second one for the mind is called the Thinker. And again, it's got a little brain on the side. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so anyway, Thinker, Focus Blend. This actually reminds me a little bit of Motivate. When I smelled it, I was like, that smells a little bit like Motivate. And it's got Vivider, peppermint, clementine, and rosemary in it. And you rub it on the back of your neck to help with learning. So I love this one if you're going to be having tests or even during homework. This is going to help you, especially having that peppermint in there, right? Okay, and then the last two are for the body, to keep the body resilient, protect against aches and pains, and boost the immunity and overall health. So we've got a red one, which is called Stronger. This is the protective blend. So this is basically On Guard for kids, and doesn't smell like On Guard though. I did notice that. Does not smell like On Guard. In fact, it smells sweeter to me than On Guard. And it's got Listia rose. That's why it smells sweet. It's got rose in it. That's amazing that they put rose in one of the kids' oils, because rose is really expensive. Also has cedarwood and frankincense. So some of my favorite oils are in this one. And this is called Stronger Protective Blend. Okay? And then the last one is the Rescuer in blue. And after running and jumping and playing, rub Rescuer on your legs, feet, and back to help soothe your achy joints and pains as a kid. All right? So this is kind of deep blue for kids. Okay, here we are. And you want to know how much it all costs? So the whole kit together with the cards and the plastic lids are wholesale $95, and with 6 roll of bottles. So I think that's a great deal to get that little bag and these little cards to help your kids be empowered to use oils for themselves. So isn't that exciting? Yay!
Thank you, Tracy. Would you mind telling us about the gal you ran into?
Oh, yeah. So what was her name? Yes, here's a picture. Let's see if I can get it. See that gal? Her name's Rebecca Nixon, and she was so sweet. We were in the little tent for the kids. Deb and I were just kind of getting in there, and it was a little crowded. So she came over and she said, you don't have to get off your scooter. If you like, I'll just come over to you and bring the oils to you, and we can chat. And I said that would be fantastic. So she came over and she started telling and describing all these oils to us and letting us try them, and probably spent a good half hour with us. And then one of her peers came over and said, do you even know who you're talking to? Do you know who this is? And we come to find out that she was the head of the product. She basically designed these. So she came up with the idea, and she designed these little lids, and this product is her baby. So it was so fun for us to get to talk to the person that had this whole idea. That was amazing. And we had such a good time. So that's one of the reasons I picked this product, is like that was one of my highlights of being at conference. So.
Yeah, and if you guys want to see that video, Tracy actually got her to do a Facebook Live with her. So reach out to Tracy and we can connect you to that video. It was a lot of fun. And then Nikki, I don't know if you're still here. You had done something with your boys. We don't have the video, but would you mind telling us about it?
Yeah. So, there I am. Okay, so I did a video yesterday with my boys, and we did a reveal. And so I had them open it up and look at all the different oils. As my 13-year-old read what it was, I wanted to get their honest opinion of each of the oils. It's a really funny video, but it's too big to send to anyone. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it in a Dropbox so I can share it with you guys. But they had really, really good reviews. There was one Ryan said was really sour. I think it had lime in it. But all in all, they used the kid lavender one last night. They both used 2 different ones this morning, so they're loving it. Tyler's already said that he wants his own, so I have to buy 2 now.
Selena wants one for Christmas, but Christmas is too far away, so can I give her this kit right now?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so next we have Deb. Deb, she's going to talk to us about the On Guard mouthwash.
Yes, I am so excited about the On Guard mouthwash because in the past I have been making my own DIY mouthwash. I've done a lot of research on oral health, and I just can't wait now. I don't have to do that any longer because we have our own mouthwash to use. I'm going to throw out a little bit of a science. In a study with a number of participants, doTERRA found that after only 4 days of using the On Guard mouthwash, 70% of those participants balanced the healthy pH range in their mouth. So Dr. Hill, he mentioned that that's a really big percentage of use for it to balance your oral health in only 4 days. So you can imagine with continuous use what it would do. It is formulated to reduce plaque, which is very important for all of us. It has no alcohol, and the oils that it contains are clove, orange, cinnamon, eucalyptus, wintergreen, peppermint, and myrrh. So 2 of the most highly recommended oils for oral health, clove and myrrh, are in our mouthwash. It tastes amazing. It tastes like cinnamon. My husband used it this morning, and he is a die-hard Listerine user, and he just can't get over how the taste was just amazing to him, and that it did not burn his mouth, because we all know Listerine does with the alcohol content in it. So I just can't wait to share this with other people. Dr. Hill also recommended that you use the On Guard mouthwash, of course, with our On Guard toothpaste, and that way you get a double whammy of effectiveness. So that's our mouthwash.
Thanks, Deborah. Yeah, that was a product that actually was really surprising. I tried it for the first time this morning, and I was surprised at how clean my mouth felt. And like Deborah said, like it didn't burn. Like normal mouthwash kind of burns your mouth, and you can't, swish for more than 60 seconds because everything's on fire. It didn't feel that way at all. Like it felt just so clean and refreshing and like an enjoyable experience as opposed to like a negative experience in the morning. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be really excited about this product. And he mentioned something about pH level in our mouth, which I thought was really interesting because we all know that we want our pH level in our bodies to be very alkaline. So he said that this product is actually going to help control your pH level in your mouth, which I think is really exciting. Thanks, Deborah.
You're welcome.
Hey, we have Renee next. She's going to talk to us about Magnolia. Hold on, I got to make sure you're unmuted. Hang on. Can we hear you?
Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to move to the bathroom because my husband's in the bedroom and he's trying to sleep, so he's pretty tired. So if I echo, I'm sorry. But yes, Magnolia. Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. The interesting thing about this is 52%, or this product comes from China, first of all. They source it from China. 52% of China is agricultural land, which I thought was interesting because I always think of China as being so congested with people and such a busy place that when I seen that it was 52% agriculture, that was interesting. But with this Magnolia, it takes 5,040 petals to make one 15 milliliter bottle of the Magnolia oil. So that's why they put it into a roller ball with the fractionated coconut oil. So Magnolia will be joining the family of rose, neroli, and jasmine. So if you haven't had a chance, I can't wait for everybody to get to smell this. Let's see. One of the benefits of Magnolia is the emotional benefits that it offers. It opens up the heart and mind. It's heavenly. It connects you to a higher power. It makes us feel beautiful when we use it, and believe me, it really does. And then it instills confidence in us and who we are. And then I also discovered that it blends well with sandalwood and frankincense, and then you can add a little bit of citrus to it as well, and it'll give it a kind of a little bit of a twist, but it still smells amazing. Magnolia, it calms the skin and it keeps it healthy, soothes the skin, balances anxious feelings, and like Tracy, she put on hers before she did hers. I've been putting on some Magnolia. Works wonderful. And then it also has the highest level of linalool seen in any essential oils. So I thought that was pretty interesting. We know linalool is very calming, so it keeps us all calm. So I'm just very excited for you guys to try this.
Thank you, Renee. Yeah, I'm already in love with Magnolia. Who else loves this one? Yeah, it's amazing. Renee was saying like linalool. So linalool is found in lavender, right? And so a lot of times we use lavender to calm us and sedate us and help us sleep. So you guys might try this at night if you have somebody that, is opposed to lavender. Some people don't like it, right? So this might be a great alternative for that as well. Thank you, Renee. Anything else?
Not on this product. There's a ton more, but we can only go into so much. So.
Yeah. Okay, green mandarin. Let's talk about this really quick. So green mandarin actually comes from Brazil, and Dr. Hill talked about this one specifically, and he kind of likened Brazil to Italy. So that kind of helped my imagination picture, the lush green. It's botanically dating back to the 1800s in Europe, but earlier than that, it goes back into China. What I found was interesting was green mandarin is actually red mandarin unripened. We forget sometimes, you guys, that we are an agricultural company. We produce agriculture, right? We produce crops all over the world, and then we source them to bring medicinal benefits to our lives. And so green mandarin is previously a lot of the farmers would just chuck it, right? They would throw it away because it was an unripened red mandarin. And if you guys know anything about crops, that a lot of times you thin down your crops so that you get bigger fruit production. And so as they were doing that, they were chucking the green mandarin. Well, doTERRA is very about not wasting anything, right? So a lot of our production actually reuses materials for either energy or another product. So they found that green mandarin actually has some great benefits that we can tap into. So something different that it is from other citrus. Some of the other citrus we know have sensitivity, meaning that like if you put citrus on your skin and you go lay out in June to sunbathe, you're going to have a little bit of photosensitivity. Green mandarin doesn't have that because it's not a ripened fruit. So this one you don't have to worry about that. It typically smells like a citrus, but it has a little bit of a woody smell to it. So if you're maybe you're not a citrus person, right? You might like green mandarin because it's going to smell a little bit more woody. There's two main compounds. Sorry, here, phone ringing. I'm like, squirrel. There's two main compounds in there. It's limonene, which we know is in citrus, and gamoterpene. Basically, all that means is that those two combined kind of heighten its ability. So my key point on mandarin is that they directly impact the spinal cord and overactive nerves. I'm personally very, very excited about this because trying to be compliant here. I have fibromyalgia, right? So there's some things that sometimes when you have overactive nerves, some people come to hug you, or you're laying in bed the wrong way, you might have a lot of discomfort on your nerve endings. Well, the gamoterpene in this actually is going to lessen that nerve sensitivity. So I'm very excited to incorporate this one into my life. This is something you can use topically, you can use it aromatically, you can use it internally. If you guys don't know how to read these little sheets that are on the screen, you'll see a little A-T-I-N. And what that means is aromatic, topical, internal, and then the N means neat, meaning that you can use it directly on your skin. So that's how you read that sheet to figure out, which ones you can use which way. Okay, moving along. We have pink pepper, and Nikki's going to go ahead and talk to us about pink pepper. Are you there?
Yeah. Okay, so pink pepper is really cool. So Pink pepper was sourced in Kenya, and the story behind it is pretty amazing. Pretty much made me cry when I heard the story. So what happened was there was a guy named Kiko. He was a farmer, and he was driving by a market one day, and he saw these two ladies there basically soliciting, and he went up to them and said, "Hey, do you guys want a job?" And they're like, what is it? So he's like, well, it's farming, it's picking peppers. And so they're like, sure. So he basically hired these two ladies, and the backstory is both of them were stay-at-home moms. One had 5 kids, and both of them, their husbands died. One was in a car accident. They didn't say what happened to the other one, but they were in a car accident, so they basically had to sell themselves in order to feed their family and shelter. And so this farmer, Kiko, basically gave them a job, took a chance, and these ladies are amazing. doTERRA stepped in and started buying their pink pepper, and the story goes from there. Each year, doTERRA gives them a raise, and it's just such an amazing story that helps people in need. So that's kind of the backstory. So basically, pink pepper is really amazing. There's 3 different constituents that it has in it, and one is limonene. I don't know if I'm saying the words right, but basically I call it, a good way to remember it is, it's LAA. So law. So it's pink power. So there's 3 constituents. The limonene, which basically is cleansifying, uplifting, your alpha dream. I don't really care to know the words, but so basically that one is health, immune system and cellular health. And then the third, pinene, is cellular rejuvenation. So basically you have your cells multiply, and basically what this does is promote the bad cells to die off and your good cells to reproduce. So it's a word called apoptosis. You probably won't remember it. It took me probably 2 years to remember it. So I just always think of pink pepper as pink power, or pink pepper power. So it basically, like water is good for your whole entire body from head to toe, and so is pink pepper. So that's the way you got to think of it, and you can take it internally. That's basically it.
Thank you, Nikki. That was adorable. And for those of you guys that don't know, we sat through a lot of science, and that's why we're laughing, because half of it we're like, what was that word? How do you remember that? And that's why I love that she came up with something funny for her to remember, because really all that matters is that we remember what it does, right? And how it works in our bodies. So that's great. Thanks, Nikki. Okay, we have Copaiba soft gels. Renee.
Yes, Copaiba.
Thank you. I say it wrong.
Yes. Last year, Copaiba came out in an oil form. Well, this year they came out in capsules. So this is so exciting because this product is so amazing. It is known for its liver and cardio and digestive and neurological and respiratory, immune, and antioxidant support. So this kind of covers the whole gamut of everything. Now that we have it in a capsule, it's going to be so much easier. I don't mind the taste. I do take a drop daily of the oil, but I know there's some people that don't like it. But now that we have it in a capsule, it is going to be so much easier for us to take it with us, keep it with us, whether it's at work or home, or whether we're traveling 6 states away. And so Copaiba is similar to the CBD. It impacts the CB2 receptors, which means it doesn't give you the hallucinations. Now, I don't know how all of that works because I'm not the science person, but trust me, this stuff is amazing, and I do recommend it, that you just take it. So Jackie could probably go into a little bit more about the CBD and CB2 function.
Yeah, that's great, Renee. Thank you. For those of you guys that have any chronic discomfort in your bodies, and I know there's a couple gals on this call that use Copaiba, daily, right? It's great topically. We can use it. I have a bulging disc in my neck, and that's probably not compliant, but I put that on my neck, and it really lessens that discomfort in my body. And I know other people that have chronic pain throughout their body. So to be able to take this internally in a capsule for simplicity purposes is great, right? You don't have to mess with the capsule and the oil in the morning. You can actually just take it like in pill form, which is just going to be, I think, a game changer for a lot of people that suffer from daily chronic issues. And what Renee was saying is that we have CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors in our brain, and the CB1 is what like THC attaches to and will cause you to have hallucinations, whereas the CB2 does not have that impact, but it has the neurological impact in our body. So that's phenomenal. Thanks, Renee. Next, we're getting to the end. Hang with us. We're almost there. Okay, turmeric. Woohoo! Yes. So many people are excited about this, and I had to do some extra reading today because I'm a huge turmeric junkie, right? I love turmeric. I take shots of it almost every other day. It's something I incorporate into my life regularly. But I was not familiar with the essential oil version of it, only the juice version of it. So this has been a little bit interesting to read about. So we have if you guys are longtime users, you guys know we have our Deep Blue polyphenols. And the polyphenols are actually curcumin. So curcumin and turmeric, let's think of the root system of the plant, right? Curcumin and turmeric are part of that root system. But curcumin is typically used in like a powdery, botanical herbal type form, and so often we take that in a pill, right? And a lot of people will take it with a little bit of pepper to heighten that absorption into our body. So to simplify it, think of curcumin, Deep Blue, polyphenols as like an anti-inflammatory type product, okay? The turmeric oil was actually really interesting. I'm not saying that it doesn't have anti-inflammatory benefits, but really what I found in my research is that it's much more for the brain and for cellular health. There's some amazing research for the community that's suffering maybe with some memory loss and that has some neurological issues. Like, for example, my mom suffers from Parkinson's, and so there was some really interesting research done that on turmeric and some of those chronic brain type diseases that people have. I'm sure that's totally not compliant, but I'm trying here. Not trying to say turmeric cures anything. It's just that there was some studies done that, so this has a lot more to do with neurological and brain activity than I realized, which I found really, really interesting. So to read some of my notes here, you guys you'll find a lot of it in curry, and curry often has that yellowish orange color. That's from the curcumin turmeric. Let's see, it is absorbed very differently in the essential oil version versus the powder form, right? So part of when we take something in a powder form is that we're going to be urinating a lot of it out. And so this has better absorption ability in the essential oil. It's very antioxidant, increases brain function, as I mentioned. It helps support glucose. It may enhance cellular antioxidants. When we talk about antioxidants, think of like oxidation. Think of like an apple that you bought on Monday and you left it on your kitchen counter for like a week and a half, and it starts to get like all wrinkly, and then you throw it away, right? That's oxidation. And so we don't want that to happen inside of our body or on our skin. And so some of these plants have antioxidant properties that we can tap into. It promotes healthy immune function. So I guess the key point that I would draw on this one would be that curcumin and Deep Blue is more going to be like for anti-inflammatory purposes, and the turmeric is going to be more for brain function and cellular support, okay? It does not smell very good. Not a fan of the smell of it. So you might want to mix it with something if you're planning to diffuse it. I did have it in a shot of water, and it was awesome. But as far as just like opening the bottle and smelling it, wasn't my thing. So either maybe use it, just being honest, smell like sweaty man. Somebody else tell me if you like it. I don't know. It wasn't my fave. But maybe put it with like a citrus. I know Dr. Hill recommended mixing it with mandarin, so that might be something you try. Okay, last but not least, we have yarrow palm. This is another really hard one, you guys. I had to do a bunch of reading on this. So this little cute little thing that you're seeing in the picture on the top is a new delivery system that they've come out with, and it's actually a dropper. And the reason that they did that is so you can drop it under your tongue, or you can actually drop it onto your skin. Emily Wright showed us her hands, and she showed like a before and after picture of about 3 weeks. And we know as women, like our hands typically tell the truth about our age. So she was showing the rejuvenation in her cellular skin during that period of time, and it was powerful to see that picture. So this is sourced in Bulgaria. Bulgaria is where we also source lavender and melissa. So this will be sourced at the same facility where those two other oils come from. It took 3 years for them to plant this. It's a white flower. To plant this flower, to grow enough of it, and then to manufacture it and produce it for us. So this has been 3 years in the making. Again, I think we forget sometimes that these are plants, you guys, right? And they can't produce the quantity that we need with the amount. There's 6 million people that buy essential oils from doTERRA. So if they come out with a new product, they have to have sustainability for the product that they're announcing. So it takes a long time to produce these crops. Fun little fact, in Greek mythology, I don't know how you say his name, Achilles maybe, would actually rub this on wounds for healing. I thought that was kind of fun. It dates back, like I said, to Greek mythology, to Chinese. A lot of Chinese would use it for to improve appetite. So if you have somebody, I don't need my appetite improved, but if you have somebody that maybe is going through some type of treatment where they're not hungry, this might be something that they could use to increase that appetite during those treatments. It's heavy in antioxidant power. It's widely used for the GI tract. It eliminates unwanted toxins in your body. Just think about that for a second. It helps with blood pressure levels. We know with our endothelium, which is the inner lining of our blood vessels, we really want that to be healthy. It has anti-aging benefits. It's cleansing, it's purging, it's protecting. It's heavy in a compound called beta-pinene, which basically it's a cognitive memory type chemical compound. Think of it like a phone line back in the day when we had phone lines, right? It's a connector between the brain and that neurological system. If you have that fight or flight mode that kicks in our bodies, this is something that's going to help you kind of return your body back to homeostasis, or return it back to balance in that fight or flight panic. Now, the reason that they mixed it with pomegranate is very interesting. This is the first ever essential oil that is mixed with a nutrient. So it's called an active botanical nutritive. I don't know how you say that. Anyways, so this is actually like a food product and an essential oil put together, right? Which is just crazy. They've never done this, but they found that it heightened the ability of the pomegranate seed with the yarrow put together, made it more powerful. Pomegranate's actually what's called an omega-5. We hear of our omega-6s and our omega-9s, our fatty acids, but this is actually an omega-5. It helps with free radicals and sun damage. So it's a beautiful pairing of these two. I think you guys are absolutely going to fall in love with this one, especially as women when we want our skin to rejuvenate and to be well. All right, last but not least, and then we're going to open it up for any questions that there might be, if anybody's still awake. 2019 convention, here are the dates if you want to join us. Pre-sale tickets are on sale now through September the 28th. That's the website you can go to. They're again going to be released in April. So if you decide you're not ready to buy your ticket yet, you can buy it again in April. So right now they're $125. In April, they'll be $169. And most of us typically go to track B if you want to hang out with us. We're kind of fun.
A lot of fun.
We're kind of goofy unless you get an Uber with us, and then all the bets are off. There's a lot of shenanigans that happens in there. Okay, so we're going to do a drawing. I promised you guys a swag bag that I brought back from conference for anybody that's on this call. So I put your names in here. You have to be present to win, and then I'm going to open this up for questions. Some of you guys, it says like iPhone, so if I call your name, you're going to have to tell me. I'm going to unmute you, okay? Drum roll. Our winner is Mommy's iPhone. So let me see if she's still on here. Oh, she left. She left. Mommy's iPhone left, so she doesn't get to win. Sorry. It's a bummer. Okay, I don't know if she is. Can't send it to her. Juliet, are you still on here? Juliet, let me scroll down. Juliet left. Yay, Juliet is a winner. All right, let's try again. We have Chris. Chris, I still see your face on here. I know you're on here. You're muted. But Chris, are you there? I just unmuted you. You'll have to send me your address so I can get that out in the mail to you. Congratulations, you won that. Okay, I'm going to unmute you guys. So it'll be a little bit of chaos for a second so that we can answer any questions that you might have. Hold on one second. I got to figure out how to do that. I forgot how to unmute you all. There we go. Unmute all. All right. You guys are all muted. We can hear you all at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're going to open this up to any questions that anybody might have.
So only one though is in the box.
Loud and noisy. They don't even know we're listening to the conversation, right? Yelling at their husband.
That's chaos.
Anybody have any questions before we log off here?
Danielle, what did you do? What do you mean? What did you do?
I
Oh, $100 as usual.
Oh my God.
can hear you.
My last party in July, I said, well, I've got everything.
What?
So I can't have another party for at least another year. She said, yeah, but the book's coming up in September. I'm like,
Before you say something embarrassing. Okay, you're muted all again. Okay, you guys, that's it. Thank you for joining us. We are here. If you have any questions, reach out. We'd love to connect with you at any time. All right. Have a good night. Bye.